This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Hi,
On the
guys.
show today, when you're panicked at the border, sometimes for very good reason.
God, these were so good. You're going to love
Great
them.
stories.
Mark McGowan balls is senseless about the budget.
We're going to hear about people's names and having difficulty with them. One's an absolute cracker.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
David King joined us.
Yep. And just some, bits and pieces.
Can I suggest we put in ballroom bangers?
No.
Really?
I don't think that should ever be heard again.
No.
No.
Okay, well,
you're the one who pretty much left
I
the
go
room
right
while
now.
it was happening.
Are people going to listen and hate it as much as we are? Therefore, it's
Harry, what do you think? Should ballroom bangers go in?
good. Or should it go in the bin?
If you want people to
Be angry at
hate
the radio?
you guys for putting ballroom bangers in the podcast.
Put it right at the end so people can
Right at
switch
the
off
end?
if they want to.
Okay.
All right, well, the good
Anyway.
news is I don't do the podcast anymore, so I'll just tell the guy who does it to put it in. Yeah.
It was
Thank
just-
you, Ross.
Our point is it was very super frustrating.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
On Nova 937.
6:02, Nathan and Sean, it's Friday.
Oh!
Gosh.
Praise Jesus.
Yeah, come on.
Who
We're going to rip it
organised
apart
Friday
today.
for
Praise Allah.
And then we're all going to
praise
get on the sauce and so
Buddha.
on.
Who
Yeah.
else do people pray to? What's the
there a sun god?
what's a goddess of earth? What are they called? What's she called?
The goddess of earth.
You know, the witchy people call her.
I don't know. What do they call
What
it?
are the witches called?
I don't know.
Surface pray to Gaia.
Gaia. Thank you, Harry. Gaia.
Thank you, Harry.
Gaia.
All right, all of the above. Thanks for Friday, guys.
Anything we haven't mentioned.
Yeah, we don't want to, get
Upset
anyone
people.
offside.
Some hardcore religions out there.
That's right. There's, a lot of gods in the Hindu world. Do we want to list them off individually?
Oh, geez, the lovely elephant one.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one way to get us to
Ganesh.
Ganesh, yeah, Ganesh.
Oh, the guy with the elephants.
They have some fun
Yes.
gods, actually. That culture.
The man's a god around WA. Mark McGowan joining us after 6:30, I should say, because budgets. There's a
Yeah.
budget. Do we want to talk about budget? I mean, thanks for the $400.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all we
Power bill.
care about. What do we get?
Yeah, what do we get?
We know you're taking a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
We know the $400 you're giving us is outweighed by the $800 you're taking.
Hey, look over here, everybody.
Oh my God! Shiny keys, shiny keys. Rob, you blind.
Last quarter's being played again today, where
last
you
time.
need to win the last quarter to win.
The last quarter.
It's true. Ballroom Bangers back as well. Your chance to have a great night out at Strictly
Yeah.
Ballroom the Musical, plus $500 cash to make a night of it.
Wow, there's just a whole bunch of fun, really, isn't there? On
Yes, heaps
today's
of sport
show, isn't
today
there?
too.
Heaps of sport.
And coming up soon, your opportunity to get on that list to win 10K a day in May.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
Oh, I reckon it'd be a hotel staycation for me.
For accommodation, flights and more, book on the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
Nova's 10K a day in May.
A guaranteed 10K winner every weekday.
In life, we suggest being like Kristen from Kingsley, who scored $10,000 yesterday.
Kristen said it was really easy.
Yeah.
Like she said, oh, mate, I could do this all day.
Yep,
Literally.
and she did.
And she
Nailed
did.
it.
And once.
Looking for another 3 people to be crossing their fingers for this afternoon's phone call. One of them is Maddie from Bayswater. Hi, Maddie.
Hi.
Hey, Maddie.
Maddie.
Just singing in the streets yesterday, knowing you're getting $400 off your power bill from the budget.
That would be the dream, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, 10K is even better than that.
Tell you what, though, wouldn't
you
even
believe it?
touch the side at my parents' house with 400
God.
freezers and fridges they've got
Well,
plugged
that's
in.
true. That's true.
You're not wrong.
They've got a lot of dead bodies they need to keep frozen, though, Nathan.
They
So,
do.
yeah.
Maddie, $10,000. What would you spend it on now that you don't have to spend it on electricity. ever again?
My fiance and I are going to America next month, so it would be really nice to have some extra spending money.
Really rubbing your relationship in our faces.
I went
though.
to America when it was over $1.
Yeah, me too. Parody.
I was explaining
So
that to the
good.
kids
Amazing.
Yes.
yesterday. Unbelievable.
And when I was in the post office beforehand, you can order your money
Yeah.
to get changed over. There was someone in there, and it was the 4th time they'd gone in since the money had gone up. And they were taking
Yeah.
$5,000 in and getting it changed each time just to have American currency.
Yeah,
while-
as
Great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An investment
I wish
strategy.
we could do that.
So what's the exchange rate now? It's like
It's about 70.
I think it's like 6, yeah.
Maddie, what a time to go!
Harry,
0.67.
I think it's about 64.
67, yeah. And again, not that you get it at 67. That's just what it is.
No.
You know, when we were in the Maldives, they were charging you US dollars the next day. It was Aussie dollar's gone down. I'm bleeding.
All right, Maddie, you're in the running. Good luck, okay?
Thank you so much.
Maddie.
Also going into the running, if she says something, Michelle from Ascot, hello.
Hello.
That's something. That
She's
is
in the
something.
running.
Jeez, Michelle.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
What would you
Michelle.
spend 10K on, Michelle?
We are building a house, and I know that's boring, so I'd have to go on a holiday first.
Building a house isn't boring.
Yeah, the building houses, yeah.
Is it going along okay for you, Michelle? Because a lot of people have been frustrated over recent times.
Very slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 10K would get eaten up very quickly.
Oh,
with
God,
all
yeah.
the little extras and stuff.
So, Michelle, at the moment while you're waiting for your house to be built, where are you living?
In an apartment.
So you're renting?
No.
Oh.
There's
What a millionaire, multi-homeowner.
Can we have a look at your portfolio? Do you have any tips?
Good on you, Michelle.
Good on
Good
you,
luck,
Michelle.
okay?
Buy money bag.
And finally...
She's very cagey then.
She's from the Sean McManus School of Finance.
Oh, yeah. All the
Doug's
money.
in Hammersley. Morning, Doug.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Hey,
Hey,
Dougie. Dougie.
What would you do if you won 10K, Doug?
I've been wanting to go on a cruise for a while.
Oh,
Have
Doug,
you?
I want to go too.
Doug, you sound too young to go on a cruise. I'm just going to put it out there.
Surely there's one for people under 80.
Yeah, no,
Under 80.
they are, Doug. I remember Hayden Ballantyne took his mob and he said it was the best fun he's had in
Really?
years.
Yeah,
Really?
We've got to do it to collectively.
Yeah, it's called the Disney Cruise, Doug.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have a great time.
I'll take that. As long as
Yeah.
it's COVID free, it's fine.
Hey,
Oh,
Doug,
well,
have you
that's
looked
a big
into any,
ask.
by the way? Have you done some homework?
I've looked at, you can get some 3-day cruise going out from Freo just to get a bit of a taster and see what they're like. So
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe one of those, and then if I liked it, then something a bit more substantial maybe.
Yeah,
The thing
like
about
South
the-
Pacific or something? Is that where you want to go? Or
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's ones where you can jump overseas and then jump on cruises
Yeah.
from there. So something like that,
Mediterranean,
something a bit different.
yeah,
That's
bit of below deck.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what it is?
Below deck going up.
The most cheapest rooms in there are a wardrobe.
Yeah, that's right.
And I always look at the ones that have a balcony and stuff like that. And
But you're single. You don't have any
You don't
need
need
for a
it.
balcony.
You don't need
Right, sorry, that's an apology. We'll move on. Thank you, Doug.
You're in the running, Doug. Could be getting a call back this afternoon from Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, making you 10K richer, just like Kristen from Kingsley, who is sleeping off her hangover after
know.
celebrating big last night, we're assuming.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
If there's one thing we gag for around here, it's a budget. We had the federal budget earlier in the week, and yesterday there was a state budget handed down.
And we got given the ultimate gift. $400 to take off our $1 million electricity bills.
The Premier and Treasurer, because he loves all the jobs, Mark McGowan, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Mark. No, it was good news for a lot of people with the $400. I mean,
you're going to
we'll
take
accept
it,
any
not going
day.
to knock it back.
So we want to know what are you're getting us with, though? That's $400. What are you actually...
Yeah, where are you
getting
taking?
us?
Yeah, we're looking at the $400. We know you're taking some stuff away from us.
catch?
Yes.
Where's the catch?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what you got?
You'll have to. You guys are financial experts. You'll be able to trawl through the papers.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, I don't know if you. I don't know if you. I don't know if you know this about the budget, Mark. It's actually really boring. We're not going to read any of it.
You guys. I'd have total faith. I'd have total faith.
Hey, Mark,
You
let
guys
me,
know.
let me tell you my financial strategy. That's,
Oh, sorry, your
breaking up.
phone line is cutting out, and I thought that you'd have a better line than that because you're the Premier. Hello.
are you there?
I am here. How were you insulting me then?
No, we weren't, actually.
We weren't.
I was about to tell you my financial strategy that I don't know how this would go for the state. So what I do is I buy high and sell low. How do you think
Have
that
you
works?
tried that?
Yeah, that's common strategy.
Yeah.
Works for a lot of people.
Right.
For a lot of people. That's why we have to give you the $400.
Yes,
Yeah, you do.
that's true.
I'll have anything more, please.
All right, Mark. So for the people that cannot be bothered reading this boring stuff, what are the hits? Give us the hits that you're excited about.
The highlights of these: every household gets $400 off your electricity. $26 if you're on a healthcare card or a concession card off your electricity this coming year. $2.7 billion additional for health, doctors, nurses, and so forth. $3 billion on climate action, so we're going to batteries and additional wind farms. So by the end of this decade, we will not be burning coal in statewide generation. So we're basically moving to virtually entirely renewables.
A bit early, by the way. Can I just jump in there for a second?
If you're not going to start it, when do you start it?
Yeah, no, not starting it. No, continuing it until you're at a point where you can change over.
Or do you think that's optimistic?
Yeah, I know that the power bills will continually go up, and that'll be the thing that people will just be going off about. And I totally get the renewable situation. I'm not against that at all for 1 second, but phasing it out in a way that it means that people don't.
Oh, you want it to phase out slower? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, doing their backsides.
Well, it's been a long time coming. I mean, rooftop solar and wind's been out there for a long time, and virtually half of houses now have rooftop solar. So we have too much solar during the day, and we've got to store it. So by doing this, by the end of this decade, virtually most houses will have rooftop solar. We store it and use it of an evening, and essentially that allows us to manage the system much better than we currently can. It's actually good for our electricity network as opposed to the current arrangement. Look, and on top of that, we're going to do $750 million on social housing and $1.3 billion additional on the National Disability Insurance Scheme, and we're driving down debt, and we're delivering budget surplus.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. What a wonderful buffet that we've got to dine at.
Well, so started with the soup and with seafood.
Yes, Mark.
I knew those, Nathan. I knew those big surpluses that appeal to you.
I like big surpluses. You know that.
We cannot lie.
Hey, Mark. One question that I've always got that I always forget to bring up with you, right? Is we want to get people over here to build houses, right? So we need workers and stuff like that. So, but then when they get here, where are they going to live?
There's no one for them to live. Yeah.
And at the moment, like I know several of my friends are in really bad scenarios where they are stuck having to pay ungodly increases because they can't risk arguing about it because they'll lose
their house.
Yeah, no, this is on renting.
Oh, right.
This is on renting, and they are also going to lose their rental. So how is that in reality? And can you just quite simply explain to us how are we going to get new people here when we can't house the people that are here already? Because people are getting pissed off about that.
I understand that fully. But we've got to have people who can actually build homes because we've got so many homes being built.
Do we make them build their own shelter as soon as they arrive? Is that
build
the way? Like the
one
convicts.
for us, one for them.
So the convicts had to build the prisons when they arrived that they would be housed in. Is it that kind of scenario?
I think that might be a bit extreme. But I think we just quietly. But I think we've got 30,000 houses being built as we speak. They're completing far more quickly than they were. So there's hundreds being finished each week. As they finish, people move out of rentals into those because they're building them to live in. That will alleviate the issue. And as we have more tradies arrive from interstate or overseas, that helps us to get more built. So
but they got to live somewhere.
But numbers-wise, sorry, Mark, but numbers-wise, aren't we it doesn't pair up, doesn't it? Because we want more people to come in than we can produce houses. And at the moment, right now, if you're struggling right now and you've been going to endless home opens for the last 4 months because you know your lease is coming up, and then imagine the frustration where we see politicians on the news saying, come to WA, the housing's cheaper, it's amazing, there's so much opportunities. And you're like, well, I live here already.
And there were 50 people at a home open yesterday.
Yeah, I live here already. What am I going to do? So I understand the end game, but in the transition, what's really going to happen? Because people don't have anywhere to live.
We have to build more. That's all I can say to you. And that's what we're trying to do. That's why we're
Do you need us to help out? Like, do you want us to lay some bricks or something?
Yeah, well... Well, what time do you finish in the morning? 9. You could go out there. You could go out there and do a bit of, electrical work, the brickwork.
Do you want it to work or not?
I can't foresee any problems with that.
I'm good in the gutters.
Nathan's a working class man.
I am.
He's wearing flannelette today, Mark.
I'm the most relatable. Not like Sean. Sean just hires people to build mansions like the Egyptians.
Oh, I can't do any of it.
If you ever shook Nathan's hand, it's like a big, like a big piece of meat. It's all
one
rough.
Big callus.
Yeah.
Hey,
you don't want to know what those calluses are from,
He moisturises that palm, don't worry.
Well, Mark asked me to moisturise my hands.
Hey, Premier, well, we got you too. You were over in China recently. We saw that on the news, probably last month and all that kind of stuff, doing some trade stuff, which is always good. But when are they going to take us over? Do they have that discussion? When the Chinese
put it in the calendar.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we just want to know.
They've got everything in place.
I just want to know.
They've got everything in place. They're just one day they're just waiting for the text message, and then suddenly by that afternoon we'll be Chinese.
So have they sent you a calendar appointment, or how does it work?
No, they're very respectful actually of Australia and Western Australia. Very respectful. So I was in Japan and Korea, same thing.
Yeah.
They want to trade with us. And the reason that I do these things is because they do actually buy so much of what we produce.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you got to have a good relationship with them, as you know, with your customers. I've been to your events with your advertisers. You have a good relationship with your customers. So
Yes.
No, we
that's what
totally
we want
get it.
to. Yeah, that's
But
what we
when
want
they
to
start
do.
building another island like
Yes.
they did in the South Pacific, just next to Rottnest, it's
Yes.
3 times as big with a
And-
with an
like-
army base there. What do we do then?
None of our
Well, they might-
clients
they
are
might-
trying to take us over.
And all the-
Like,
could you imagine-
Cameron aren't busting the door down and like jumping on air. Do you know what I mean?
And for some reason, I reckon their island would have crockers, but their crockers would be twice the size on
They would.
steroids, like the swimmers.
I didn't. When I went up there, I didn't see them building a bridge down here to take us over. No, they were.
I don't think they would arrive by bridge.
Keen to buy it. They just want to buy our stuff, and I want to
Okay.
sell them our stuff. 'Cause
Okay.
thousands of your listeners, their jobs and,
Well, Sean
and our
and I-
income for our health system depends on it.
Yeah, Sean and I did learn Mandarin at high school, so we're
And I've
good
eaten a
to go.
Mandarin, so
I can sing them happy birthday
Yes.
anytime.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, $4.2 billion surplus. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
a lot.
and it's really great. And you feel so proud when you've saved money. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like one of those things where you want to take people to the ATM and show them. But
Yeah.
like now, everyone's coming after our GST because they're going, we've got to know how much money you make, which makes no sense because just because you've been really good with your cash doesn't mean that people should. Like I haven't been good with mine, so I want some more off you. But they're coming, aren't they? They're going to come back. Are they going to be able to get their hands on our GST? Will the pressure be too much for the answer to keep being no?
I don't think there'll be a change to the system, but you don't want to take it for granted. So we get 70 cents back for every dollar we put in now. Next year it goes to 75 cents for every dollar we put in. Queensland gets, $1.20 or so for every dollar they put in. Northern Territory, they get $5 back for every dollar they put in. Tasmania, $1.80 for every dollar they put in. So we're a big donor to all of them.
Yeah, we are.
But they don't really appreciate that, to be honest,
No.
and they really don't like being reminded of it.
Well, Australian federal government was because they were able to get a possible surplus going because of the fact of the mining industry. So that was a good win.
That's right. So the Commonwealth was able to get a surplus, which meant they paid down debt for the first time in about 15 years. That's because of the efforts of many West Australians out there working and selling our
Digging
products
holes.
overseas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Love your work, Mark.
Yeah.
Another successful budget. Do you still want to be treasurer? Do you not want to let someone else have a go?
Yeah, come on, mate.
No, I like having my hands on the money.
Yeah. When it starts to slide, though, when you know that the iron ore
that's
price
right.
is going down, you
Yeah,
go,
when that starts to dip.
just handball this one over next door.
Lovely to talk. We'll catch
Lovely
up
to
soon.
talk to you.
See you, mate.
Thank you for the free bag of electricity.
No worries. Use it wisely.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
Right now, we've got to talk about Dame Mary Berry.
She's a British institution, Mary
She
Berry.
is.
Yeah.
This is her. She's used to be the host of the Great British Bake Off.
Yes. She's like a posh English
Wholesome,
lady.
isn't
Yes.
she?
Yes. Everybody loves a bit of Mary Berry.
Is she 1,000 years old?
100,000 years old, Sean.
You can tell because you can check their rings, like
Like when you
tree.
cut a tree. Yeah. So she was talking about an uncomfortable moment with custom officers at the airport one time, and no one wants an uncomfortable moment at the border.
You just
Any
want to
border.
sail through.
You just want to be one of everyone and just walk through.
You don't want any attention on you. You
none
don't
of
want them
it.
to linger on anything.
You
It's
don't want there to be
okay,
like
thank you.
sort of like a series of armed forces people in the corner,
Nice.
and then they're looking at you, and you're going, "Oh my god!"
Yes, you just want the stamp and the welcome
Yeah.
to whatever country
Yeah,
you're in.
yeah.
In a
That's what you
recent
want.
American interview, she recounted the time that she was arrested
Oh.
at the border by customs.
hello.
Going into America?
Yeah.
Right.
So she says, because I like things to go smoothly at her gigs where she cooks, I weighed up some ingredients of the cakes that I was making into little bags and sealed them. So little bags of flour, little bags of icing sugar,
Little bags of white powder.
Little bags of white powder.
What could go wrong here?
Mary Berry, come on.
Anyway, so they detained her, and then they were threatening to send her back to the UK because they thought she was bringing in drugs. That's right. Mary Berry from Narcos.
Was she on her way from Colombia? Is that the way it was working?
Mate, and she was walking a bit funny too.
That's just because she's old.
Yeah, pretty full on.
You'd be panicked.
Because
big
you
time.
know you've done nothing wrong.
Yes.
But in that mind, there's that percentage in mind that
That's right.
they're going to doctor this up or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Or perhaps, like, you did get your cocaine and icing sugar mixed up again?
That
number
happens.
of times.
Yeah, I've heard it happens.
Yeah, we would like to talk about this. Have you been at a border, right? So you've been at the border, you've been at customs or something like that, and you are crapping your dax. What happened?
Yes.
What happened?
Panic at the border.
Megan made me take in a 2-litre cooler bar cast into Bali once, and I had it in my surfboard cover. And that just
Don't put it in your surfboard.
screamed of...
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You thought that was a good idea to put something in your surfboard cover?
Yeah, no, because it's
Have
never
you
been
not
done
heard
before.
of any?
So was this a box of wine?
Yeah.
Megan made you travel with a box
Yes.
of wine.
Cooler bar. I've done it before too, going to Singapore, because a friend told me that wine's really expensive in Singapore.
That's the
And
yes.
they said what you do is you wrap it up as a gift and put it in your luggage. And then if they stop, you go, oh, God, I'm so sorry, I didn't realise. And then you just surrender it, and you've only lost a box of
You know what?
wine. But
you know what, Sean?
get it in there.
I was laughing at you about travelling with cask wine, but in case the plane went down over water, at least you got a flotation device. Everyone, hold on to my goon bag. Come with me. The dinghy's over there.
Wow, I sweated bullets then.
Why were you panicking at the border? What was about to happen?
Yes.
What happened to you?
Did you get pulled aside? Did you get taken to a small room? They're the worst.
Oh, small room.
Somebody will be getting $150 suspended at Pet Barn thanks to RSPCA WA. The Million Paws Walk is back Sunday, May 28th. Tickets at millionpawswalkwa.org.au.
And I'll see you there. Me and Lewis will be there. All right, and of course, anybody that gets on air with us, you're in the running to win 10K a day in May, just like Kristen from Kingsley did yesterday, if you don't mind. All right, why were you panicking at the border? Jen's in Como. Morning, Jen.
Morning, how are you?
Hey, good, Jen. Okay, why were you panicking at the border?
Okay, we've got some friends that ran a little resort over in Bali and Nusa Lembongan, and we were going over to stay with them a couple of years ago and said, you know, what would you like us to bring over? Anything? And they said, yeah, can you bring a Christmas ham? It's a bit hard to get over there.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And I said, well, will that be okay? Yep, sure, you'll be fine. You just go there. They won't check you, and, you know, we're over here, daddy-daddy. So I bought a 6.5 kilo Christmas ham.
Oh, yes.
And I had it in my suitcase amongst everything else. And then we had a stopover in Sanua, so I had to put it in a little bar fridge and put ice packs around it to keep it cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the next day we go and we're in Denpasar Airport and they started checking bags. And I was absolutely pooping myself.
Yeah.
And our friends had said, look, if you get a little cable tie on your case, you know they're going to check it, so you cut it off. So I'm standing around there with my husband and my son just trying to flaff around as if I'm the woman that's stuffed up the travel documents, and using our keys to cut off the cable tie because we did have one on there. And I thought, how am I going to get out of this with a 6.5 kilo ham? So got through, and then we're on the little boat waiting to go on the boat over to Nusa Lembongan, and we're having a bintang thinking, God, we've managed that. I'm sweating, and I was okay, but and the little guys that are trying to lift all your luggage onto the boat, they walk through the water, and my husband and I were sitting there watching. They picked up our case, not realising that there was 6.5 kilo ham.
Yes.
And they were just going, oh, and staggering and laughing. So, needless to say, we got it there. Our friends appreciated. We got a lot of mileage out of that story, but on Christmas Day, we absolutely enjoyed that ham.
Oh, God, Jen.
Did all your clothes smell of ham?
No, because I had it wrapped up in another bag. Yeah, no, they didn't, surprisingly. But
dogs kept following.
The only way to get us through the border would be to put a nappy on it and not pretend it's and don't you speak about my baby like that.
Yeah, I said to my friends, please don't ever ask me to do that again. I was thinking, dry biscuits or something, you know.
Yeah,
I think that they were vegan. Anyway. No, ham.
I'm sorry, but your friends asking you to bring the ham over and you said, is it okay to travel? And they go, yeah, that's fine. There's never been a bigger lie on the planet. They know it's not right to travel to different countries with ham.
And also Indonesia, Muslim country.
Yeah.
I mean, Bali, predominantly Buddhist, but it's a Muslim country.
That's a good point now.
Yeah. Thanks, Jen. Jason, hello.
Morning, guys. How we doing?
Good, buddy. Okay. Why were you panicking at the border?
So, probably about 5 years ago, we had to travel to Newcastle over East to pick up Dad. He just had a bowel cancer operation. And his sister thought it was a great idea at the time to, while he was over there, take him to the medical marijuana shop and get him a couple of bottles of CBD oil.
Yes.
So Dad's straight as an arrow, so we think, we're going to get this back with him. So the whole way on the plane, we had it in his bag, and I'm absolutely crapping my dax thinking, we're going to get stopped here, we're going to get stopped, Dad's going to go to jail, we're going to, you know, everything going through your head. we got to the airport in Perth, and I'm wheeling Dad out in his wheelchair, and I'm absolutely crapping myself. So I had a few wines on the plane, thinking, we're all going to jail.
Or not?
Yeah, if I'm going to jail, I want to have a bit of my buzz on.
Anyway, the dog ran straight up to me and sat down and looked up at me, and the tail's going nuts, and I think, here we go. I'm done.
no.
Like a cooked chicken. So my dad looks up at my partner and goes, get me out of here. So she wheels him off while they're talking to me, and I said, do you have any fruit on you, sir? And I said, I've got a banana. And they go, sorry? I said, I've got a banana. So I open your bag. I was crapping myself. I had an apple. Didn't even have a banana.
Doesn't even know his fruit.
Did you take the fruit deliberately to, confuse the dog?
Yeah, must have. I thought it was the drug dog, so I was sitting there packing my dacks, but it ended up I just had a bit of fruit on me.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason.
Imagine if you had to, scull the whole lot of it and then you're stuck at the airport with the munchies with those prices of their croissants and their sandwiches.
And all you've got is one apple. Thanks, Jace. David's in Southern River. Morning, Dave.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
All right, Dave. Why were you panicking at the border?
Well, many years ago, I was going into Corfu in Greece and got off the plane and went into the bathroom, sort of shut the door behind me, and I looked on the toilet system and there was a handgun on the toilet system.
Oh, my God!
So I sort of panicked and sort of come out, shut the door, and I thought, I'll go and grab one of the other guards. I went and grabbed one of the other guards, sort of in by broken Greek, sort of said there's a gun in the bathroom, and he dragged me to the bathroom and basically looked at the handgun, pulled his gun out and arrested me, put me in handcuffs, and marched me back out where the other guards were, and they're obviously explaining what I'd done and for what he thought I had done. And one of the other guards came out of a doorway, and as he'd come out, he's looked down at his holster and his gun was missing.
Oh, my God! Worst guard ever. But did they also think you were so stupid that you would take a gun to the airport and then call the guards to tell them about it?
But in the meantime, he'd marched me past my wife and with me in handcuffs, and my wife sort of stood there with her mouth wide open thinking, oh, my God, what's my husband done? And it took him about 15, 20 minutes to realise that, obviously it was the other guy's gun, and he'd been in the bathroom before me and just plonked it on the toilet. And
he took his... So think about it, though. So you got your gun in your holster, so you're undoing your belt to go on... He's having a poo,
and you don't want it to fall on the floor.
Yeah.
But it caused a bit of a slight commotion for me. I was very concerned.
Oh, really?
God.
I never saw that episode of Border Security. That's weird, isn't it?
Man, all of these were fantastic.
Yeah. Everyone's in the running for 10K a day in May, so
you
well
all
done.
deserve it. Thank you.
All so good.
David, $150 to spend at Pet Barn thanks to RSPCA WA is coming your way. Jen and Jason.
Oh, mate.
Yeah,
unlucky.
also great.
You were
fantastic.
Great stories all round, everybody.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast. Last quarter.
Sensational play. Be there to cheer on the home team from the Bankwest Best Seats in the House.
Here we go. It's time for our last round of last quarter. 4 questions, 4 quarters. If you win the last quarter, you win the last quarter. And up for grabs, 2 premium Bankwest Best Seats for tonight's footy match between West Coast and the Gold Coast Suns, with food and drinks included.
Well, Chris is the first contestant we want to speak to. Chris, do you think you can go all 4 quarters and win the last quarter?
Probably not, but we'll give it a crack.
Nah, Chris, you're going to be amazing at it, Chris.
All right,
it's
Chris.
Brilliant. So you are in the first quarter. You're playing against Team Charles. Hi, Charles.
Hi, Emmett.
Mate,
congratulations on being king.
Charles in charge. That's never been more relevant.
Charles in charge, exactly.
Yeah, Charles in charge of me.
All right, here's what's going to happen. We're going to ask a question. If you think you know the answer, be the first to buzz in with your name. You get it right, you take out the quarter and move on to the next one. Get it wrong, we say bye-bye. Let's test your buzzers. Chris? Charles?
Charles.
Lovely, working well. Charles is a bit sticky. Charles.
Righto. First quarter as we play the last quarter.
This is full on.
Question number 1. In AFL, how many points is there a goal worth?
Chris?
6.
Chris is through to the second quarter by Charles.
Chris.
Charles. So, Chris, you're up against Brendan from Chewett Hill. Hello, Brendan.
Hi, good morning, team.
Hey, buddy.
Brendan.
Welcome to the second quarter, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's test your buzzer, Brendan.
Brendan.
Working well.
The second quarter question. Here we go. King Arthur's knights sat around what type of table?
Are you kidding?
The Knights of
The Knights of the
Round Table.
Round. Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
I don't want to say it and get it wrong.
What else are they sitting around, mate?
All right, now we have to go to a second quarter
brother.
question. You guys,
That's thrown us out, Nat.
it has, hasn't it?
All right, here we go.
Are you going to ask the second quarter question, Nathan?
Yes,
Thank you, Nathan.
Yes, here we are. What is the name of the long-haired fairy tale character that was locked in a tower by a wicked witch?
Chris. Brendan.
Chris?
There wasn't Cinderella.
No, it wasn't.
Rapunzel.
It wasn't. It was Rapunzel. Brendan takes out the second quarter. I know, Brendan, we move to the third quarter now, and you're up against Amy from Forestfield. Morning, Amy.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Great, Amy.
Good, Amy. Hey, you know, Nat, when you have those games and you're watching, it gets to the second quarter and you go,
Yeah.
this game's going nowhere. I understand that moment.
I'm a West Coast supporter, Sean. I know where you're coming from. Amy, let's test your buzzer. Amy?
Amy.
Lovely. Okay. Here we go. Third quarter question. Which state is home to the most AFL teams?
Amy.
Amy?
Victoria.
Is correct. Thank you, Amy. All right. We move on to the last quarter.
Oh, whoever wins the last quarter wins the last quarter, though.
That's true. That's how it works.
Excuse me, man.
You're up against Leonard from Ballajura. Good morning, Leonard.
G'day, how are we?
Leonard.
Great, Leonard.
How's the chicken going, Leonard?
Awesome.
Let's test your buzzer, Leonard. Leonard?
Leonard.
All right.
Working well.
By the way, Leonard, that's my spot.
Yeah.
It's a bit of Big Bang Theory.
Oh, okay,
you know.
got it. Yeah.
Okay.
This is it. This is the last quarter. So win this and you will
Righto.
win the last quarter.
Here we go. Question is, what is the name of the plastic cube puzzle with different coloured squares on each
Leonard.
side?
Leonard?
Leonard, Rubik's Cube.
Leonard. Of course Leonard would know that. Leonard, you're off to the footy tonight. You've won 2 premium Bankwest
Ripper.
seats to the game between
Well
West
done.
Coast and the Suns. Food and drinks included. Leonard, you're going to have a great night.
Awesome.
Well played.
There you go.
Everybody we
Well
spoke
done.
to's in the running for 10k a day in May
Not
as well.
bad. You know
Nicely
what?
done.
There's some. There's a rumor going around that there'll be more footy tickets in the near future.
Oh,
so this
It
is
could
the
be
last.
back.
This isn't the last we'll see of last quarter.
What?
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Tell you what, during this job in the media, there's one thing that I don't think many people speak about, and that is how hard sometimes reading can be, Sean.
Oh, mate.
Reading
Mate.
and saying big words.
Yes.
What
Because
about little
reading
words?
silently,
Yeah.
easy. Reading out loud,
Yeah.
not so easy.
Now, look, we don't take ourselves too seriously, so if we stuff up, we're very honest.
We laugh
about
at
it.
Sean. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
But
it.
but it actually can be intimidating, especially when
yeah,
you're
it
reading,
happens to
especially when
everybody.
you're reading a script live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're going, oh my God,
What is this word?
What is this word? And how am I
up?
going to do it? Anyway, so this is full on. Okay, it's an American talk show, right? The presenter her name's Dawn. She's got a guest that's coming on. She's a doctor, right? So Dawn is trying to introduce the doctor, but is having problems with her last name. Now, her last name is spelt Shogbamimu. Go.
Shogbamamu.
Shogbamimu. So, Dr. Shola Moss Shogbamimu. So that's a hard one for
Yeah, it's
anyone.
a bit
you know
curly.
what I
It's a
mean?
bit curly.
That's a tough one,
and it's
mate.
not, we're just saying it as it reads, but sometimes, it's pronounced
there's a mimu
differently.
or
Yeah,
mimu,
that's right. Yeah, the emphasis is different or something.
Anyway, so the doctor wasn't happy with the way that she was introduced and would not let it go.
Welcome back. You're watching Jeremy Vine Extra. I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by lawyer Dr. Shola Moschog. How do I pronounce your name, Shola?
Read it, my darling. Read it.
Shog Bam Imibu.
Okay. So this is terrible.
I know,
especially
it's terrible.
for presenting.
It's not easy, Shola. Give her a break.
Go back and start again.
Right,
Just
okay,
read
Shola.
it. Yeah,
Moss.
phonetically.
Shog Mam Emu.
Start, do it again.
Oh, come on,
No,
I
no, no.
got the Shola right.
Do it again. And read it phonetically.
Mamimu.
You just missed the B. Try again. Go on.
Shola, welcome to the show.
No, you will say my name. Now read it phonetically.
Shog Bam Emu.
Okay, Shog Bam Emu, but well
there
done.
There you go. Great accent. And Carol Malone.
I'm easy. This is the first time in my life I say myself, I'm easy.
So you're probably thinking, okay, that doctor's being a little bit difficult. But then I straight away think, come on, just let it slide. You know, it's not like, it's not a name everyone comes across every day.
No, not at all.
But then on the flip side, I'm thinking for the doctor, it must be so frustrating to always have to say what your name is or correct people or spell it.
People don't even try. If you're presenting, you find out how the name's pronounced. Like if we have somebody who's coming on the show, I ask Amy, can you ask them how they say their name so that we get it right? Because it's just polite.
Get it right
but
sometimes.
that's right. But if you were to say and just get it off, most of the guests would go, oh, good try.
That's true.
It's this.
Yes,
yeah.
Well,
but she didn't try. She said, "How do I say your name again?"
But it must be really frustrating.
Yeah.
When people cannot get your name right.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to talk about. 13 24 10. This is all about your name. We want to know, do people struggle with it? And how frustrating that can be, where people have struggled with it. Is it your first name, your last name? Is it how it's pronounced? Is it how it's spelt?
Did you marry into that name?
Oh, marrying into that
That's the thing, isn't it? You go,
do people laugh at your name?
Maybe you rejected a marriage name and kept your maiden name because the married name was so bad that you're like, I can't explain that.
Yeah, love takes me so far.
Yeah,
but it's not here.
I just always remember, and it was in Kalgoorlie growing up, there was two doctors and they were working at the same time at the Kalgoorlie Regional Hospital. One was Dr. Donald Duck.
Yes, he treated my brother.
Yes, and straight away, that poor guy, you just know what he went through.
Yeah, he's a
entire
very good surgeon.
And the other one, who was apparently a top surgeon, was Dr. Butcher, which didn't really give too much faith into his skills.
Yes.
We're going to give somebody $150 to spend at Pet Barn thanks to RSPCA WA. Million Paws Walk is back Sunday, May 28th. Tickets at millionpawswalk.wa.org.au.
Come and say hello to Lewis and me. Me first, then Lewis, if you don't mind.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, how are you guys?
We could cope with Cheryl.
Cheryl, with an S, which I do love.
No, it's with a C, and that's another name people get wrong.
It's always with a C.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought it was different. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the name that people struggle with then?
Okay, so it's not my name, it's my partner's surname.
Yes.
So his surname's actually Ra, but people, because it's spelled R-A-C-H, people always say Ratch. Or Ray. Or, it's never Ra.
So now, did you take his last name?
No, I haven't.
Because of that?
We're not married, but probably because of that I wouldn't as well.
So Ra. Where does Ra come from?
It's Prussian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah.
Ra.
So it's very confusing for people. Every time I have to correct it because we have children and they've got Dad's last name, so it's always correction.
You just want to leave out the C, wouldn't you? If you left out the C, it's perfect. It's Ra.
Yeah, the Ra. Yeah.
But think about it. So I don't know what your children's name is, but say it's little Rebecca Ra. It feels like you haven't finished. It feels like you're waiting for Ra something. Yeah.
Ra.
Roma.
Thanks, Cheryl. Jason's in Forest Hill. Hello.
How you going?
Good, buddy. Okay, talk to us about the name that's a bit difficult.
All right, my surname's Incognito.
That's so good.
Your name is Jason Incognito.
I'm Jason Incognito.
It took a while for Nathan to understand.
No, I thought you were going to say something. I thought you were saying your name's Incognito.
That's what it is.
That's so good, Jace. I love that.
One and only.
Jason Incognito.
I know, you do have to become a spy.
So does everyone then go, but who are you?
Yeah, I get it all the time.
Jason
especially if the police pull you over.
What's your nickname Undercover? What is like?
Yeah, they call me Incog for short.
Incog.
Wow, so you come from
there's gags everywhere.
You come from the line of the Incognitos, the Incognito family.
The original Incognitos.
Yeah, not many of us.
No, we wouldn't know because we can't see you.
Can I just say, out of last names, that is very cool.
It's a ripper, isn't it?
That is so cool. How was it at school, Jace?
Got trouble all the time.
Did you?
Yeah.
People paying out on you.
I can imagine.
Do people not believe it's your last name?
Oh, yeah, I got to show everyone my license just to prove it.
It does seem a little bit like you'd be a stage magician or something.
Yes. Yeah, you've got some other
Master of
talents.
Disguise, Jason Incognito. That would work.
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're selling out palladiums all over the place.
Palladiums.
Remember that joint?
What's a palladium?
one in,
Thank you,
UK.
Jason
Trafalgar
Incognito.
Square.
Jason Incognito. We're going to remember your name
That's a
all
ripper.
year.
We're going to move on to our next caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so we haven't been told what your name is, so it can be a surprise.
I know you've not. My name is Grania.
Grania.
Yes.
How do you spell that, Grania?
Graine.
Oh, is it an Irish name? Is it? No, where's it from?
It is, yes.
It's
Well
Irish.
done.
Yeah.
It's an Irish name.
Do some people call you Granny?
All the time. And the funny thing is, I've actually just become a grandma for the first time.
So you're like, how does everyone know?
I know. Yeah.
You've
had trouble
forever.
with that growing up.
You've forever spelt and pronounced that name for people, haven't you?
Always. Always.
Okay, now we heard that doctor seemed to be a bit frustrated. Is it frustrating in reality to always having to correct people?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, but I think once people know it, they don't forget it.
No, that's true.
A bit like myself.
Yeah.
Yes, you are unforgettable.
You are,
you know
Granny.
Jason Incognito, that's for sure.
Grania, it's one of those things. There's a lot of people that you run into sometimes that use their middle name as their first name.
Yes, my dad's one of them. So his first name is Herbert, but he's known as John.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever go through that emotion?
Or do you have an even weirder middle name?
No, I do have a middle name, but no, I've never used it. Although I should have. It's Mary.
Oh my God. Granny Mary,
Granny
too.
Mary. She sounds...
Granny Mary bakes the best tarts.
Oh, yeah. Her scones. Unbelievable. Thanks, Grania.
Thanks, Granny.
Everybody we just spoke to. So Cheryl, Jason and Grania are in the running for 10K a day in May today.
Brilliant. Now, $150 to spend at Pet Barn thanks to RSPCA WA is going to go to Jason Incognito.
We love that.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Calling to the dance floor. Cut the music. Don't miss the Australian classic Strictly Ballroom the Musical at Planet Royale this June. Get your tickets through Ticketmaster.
Here we go. A round of ballroom bangers coming your way. All you need to do is guess the ballroom cover song. Up for grabs. That VIP package for two to see Strictly Ballroom the Musical at Royale Theatre. Plus $500 cash. Really make a night of it.
Let's go to June Love first of all. Kristen, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Kristen. How are you on the dance floor?
On the dance floor, I can dance, but I don't know about knowing the music.
Well, I mean, being able to bust a move is an admirable talent as well.
I mean, talk about dance. Tony from Bayswater can drop it like it's hot. Hi, Tony.
Hi.
It's working Tony, they call it.
Yeah, they do. She loves it. She loves it. You okay with your musical knowledge, Tony?
I think so.
That's okay.
All right. Well, we're about to find out because what's going to happen, we're going to play a ballroom banger. If you think you know the title of the track, we don't care about the artist, just the title. Buzz in with your name. You get it right, you take that round. You get it wrong, we keep going and give you more shots at it. And then it is the best of 5. Let's test your buzzers. Kristen? Tony? Working well.
All right. Ladies, welcome to the dance floor.
Nice glittery outfits.
It's absolutely breathtaking.
Sequins galore.
I know. The judges are going to be looking at...
Footwork.
What else?
Frame.
The frame. Always looking at the frame.
The
frame. 2 Fs. And here we are with our ballroom banger number 1.
Tony?
Is it Pink?
No. It's not.
we
It's
need the
not
name
Pink.
of the song.
Yeah, we don't care about the artist either. We just need the name of the song. So we'll keep going.
Go, no, it's okay.
Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from Kevin Lynn? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet on the screams, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you, you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine, just on the night, like the 4th of July, 'cause maybe you're a
Kristen.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Kristen.
Yeah. Fireworks?
Yes, Kristen.
Oh, my God.
Literally just before we got to the word firework. The King's Coronation, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And also
I didn't watch that.
Kristen leads 1-0.
Hey, I thought they were playing it down when they didn't know music.
Yeah. No, they were right.
Do we have time for another song? All right,
here we
guys,
go.
concentrate. Here we go.
I hope I don't run out of time. Could someone call a referee? 'Cause I just need one more shot at forgiveness. Now I know you know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. By once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. So let me redeem myself tonight. 'Cause I just need one more shot, second chances. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body.
Are we still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now?
Righto, come on, mate.
Kristen?
Yes.
Kristen, oh, my
Kristen.
I don't know. Is Ed Sheeran sorry? I don't know.
It is not Ed Sheeran, sorry.
Oh, but is it sorry?
Sorry is the name of the track, though.
It is
So, yes.
sorry.
Yes. Oh, my God. We'll pay that because we don't care about the artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kristen leads 2-0.
I knew it was a difficult one to get because you were hearing the song and also a dog and a baby.
All right, let's go to round 3.
Do we just need to go to the chorus?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Come on.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself.
Kristen.
Yes, Kristen.
Rehab. Trying to make me go to rehab?
No, it's not rehab. We're gonna keep going.
Oh, Kristen.
Yes, Kristen.
Black?
No,
Black.
Kristen. We'll keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
And I think of all the things, what you're doing. And in my head, I paint a picture. 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your tender hand and the way you dress.
Sean's left.
Oh, Kristen.
Yes, Kristen.
Valerie?
Yes. Kristen.
Oh, my God.
Everybody, it's over.
You two are the worst ever.
I'm going home.
At this game, you've actually been banned from music. Music has said no.
Kristen, 3-zip. You've won a VIP package for 2 to see Strictly Ballroom, the musical at the Royale Theatre, plus $500 cash.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's so awesome. I was so bad.
Oh, so bad.
And yet, the winner somehow.
And Tony was worse. Here's the deal, though. Both of you are still in the running to win 10K day in May, so you can win $10,000 for this.
For that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
All right. Well played. played.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.